So, hey everyone, what's going on? Good evening. It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little video for you. This is the latest sort of rundown of the evening's transfer news and all the goings on at United today and this evening, folks. We're going to be getting into it in this video. We're going to be covering all the days and evenings news. So strap yourselves in, baby, because this one's going to be a screamer. But let's get into it. Thank you everybody who's in here. Steve, what's going on? Stephen, Gary, Vuti, Jason, Lewis, Lamonge, Ellie, Kieran, Les, Chris, Outlaw Torn, Miss Clayfield, Scott, Sapphire Key, Lamonge, Amit, Greg, Les, Mark. That American guy, hey, what's going on there, bud? And everyone else as well. Thank you very, very much for joining us and getting in here. By the way, that American guy is actually my nephew. So make sure you go and subscribe to his channel, guys. Give him a boost up there. Shout out to him, man. Thank you so much for getting in, everybody. Do us a favor at the start of this show. Smash that like on it. Give it a big thumbs up. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel as well. Do get yourself in there raw and subscribe to the show. And have your say in the live chat throughout. It's fully interactive. We'll jump in and out of the chat and see what you legends have got to say for yourselves. Hello there, Greg L, Beast, Cockney Red, Rob, Alex, Palmarius, Rushy, Gav, E. Marshall, J. King, Callum. Guys, thank you every single one of you legends for getting in here today. Yep, drop a like, hit the subscribe and all that jazz, and get your thoughts and opinions in throughout. Right, so we got more on the Frankie de Jong situation. We know that took some advanced moves today in regards to Manchester United actually reaching an agreement for this guy and having a full agreement with Barcelona for Frankie. So that is the first and foremost thing to say, is that the two clubs reached an agreement, which is great, as reported earlier on by Fabrizio Romano, etc., that there was a full Frankie agreement. Just to put that up again on the screen, after further talks, the package is worth 85 million euros overall. What's expected to have happened is, of course, that they've asked for more money up front to try and help with this deferred wages that are owed to Frankie de Jong. So Man United have met them a little bit closer. As you can see now, the fee is guaranteed to be around 75 million euros plus the add-ons now. So less in add-ons, more up front. That's what it's taken to get the deal fully agreed with Barcelona. So that's the situation. Now, in regards to Frankie de Jong, there's always also a big question mark about whether or not this guy actually wants to come to Manchester United. There's so many different reports, varying reports out there that say his heart is still in Barca. He wants to stay at Barca. But let me ask you this. If you were pushed out the door at Barca, would you want to stay there? Would you not want a lifeline, some other good club to go to? That's what Man United are at the moment under Ten Hag, really. It's a great different option for him because he's pushed away at Barcelona, discarded. Hey, Greg L, thank you for the super chat, my son. Get in there. He says, United will beat Melbourne 6-0 tomorrow. Hey, good shout, man. I hope you're right. Could be even more so. We don't want to drop them up too much in their own backyard, though, mate. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate you. And 21 Nick P getting in here with his highlighted member comment. What's going on, my son? He says, you good pig. Just want to say keep blessed and keep up the good work, lad. GGMU. P.S. Harry's is and always will be wank nuff. Love my brother. You talking about Maguire? Right, yeah. Thank you so much, 21 Nick P, you legend. Let's get some love hearts and hashtag 17 months in the live chat. This guy's been a member for 17 months. Shout out to you, my man. Thank you for supporting this show and this channel for all that time. What an absolute legend. So, yeah, 73 likes, says Rush Mano. That is absolutely amazing, guys. Keep the likes coming. Let's get 100 on the stream. And as I say, we do get yourself in the chat. I'm melting a little bit this evening. I had a bit of a nap this evening. Still waking up. And it's so hot, guys. It's just too hot, guys. Smash a 69 in the live chat if you're sweating your munt off. Anyway, right, so okay, but then look. So Fab tweeted this evening and said that nothing has changed on the de Jong side. He still has no intention to leave, while Manchester United and Barcelona agree an 85 million euro fee with add-ons included. What the hell does this mean, guys? What do you mean he still doesn't want to leave and he has no intention of leaving? This is toss. What's going on here? Frankie's priority has always been to stay, while Man United are not giving up. His agent told player position to Barca yesterday. Look, I mean, let's not get too carried away with this. I mean, this sort of stuff makes it just seem like Frankie really doesn't even want to come. And it makes it sound like Manchester United have been negotiating with Barcelona for over a month now on a whim, that maybe Frankie might want to come when he actually really wants to stay at Barca. But look, we know the case is this. There's more to it than meets the eye here, folks. So, but he obviously cannot really publicly say, oh, yes, I definitely want to leave and go and join for Manchester United. Barca, at the moment, what's understood is they're essentially trying to sort of push him out the door. They need the money. They want him to go, and they're prepared to do it in as brutal a way as possible, as long as it saves them a few million quid. So there's lots of discussions that are taking place behind the scenes between Frankie and his team and his agent and Barca at the moment to try and iron out some of these finalizations of all the money that they owe this guy. So that's what's going on here, folks. It's going to take a little bit of time from that point of view. But no, they're pushing him out, guys. They've accepted an offer from Man United. That's the reality. So from an indication point of view, do they want him at Barca? Not really. Otherwise, they wouldn't have accepted an offer. So what's Frankie's choices here? Stays and it's sour and there's an awful stench around the place and it's like, just like awkward. And also they know that that he's a big asset that they could get a lot of money for and that they're paying him $350,000 a week. And they know this, and it'll just be a continuous drain on them because they're financially screwed at the moment. This is all about all the reasons why they're wanting to get rid of Frankie de Jong, isn't it? So they're looking to push him out. We're ready to catch him when he falls, baby. Come on. That's what we're going for. We're looking to just save him, give him an option, give him a different place to come and play his football. Still a great club. Hopefully next season we'll be in the Champions League. Ten Hag doing all sorts of bits, getting his man in there. The Ten Hag effect. Yes, that's the reason we'd be getting de Jong, is mostly because of Eric Ten Hag. Let's be honest now. Rob, thank you so much for the $5 Canadian super chat there, you legend. He says he's not being forced. He's owed money. He can't publicly say or express interest in another club, or he loses out on a bulk of his deferred wages. Spot on, Rob. Great shout. Just think about it. Barca will use any trick in the book. If he's publicly saying things like, "Oh yeah, I'm leaving the football club and I want to play for Man United and Barcelona don't want me," or the rest of it, then they can somehow use that against him in the court of law, my friend, and say that, I don't know, he's breached Article Section 27 of whatever code for their football club that says that they're not allowed to do that and all the rest of it. So you're right. He has to keep stum. He's got to keep quiet at the moment. We all sort of understand the situation, really, is that he's already said to Manchester United and Eric Ten Hag that he would like to come and join and play for Man United. We wouldn't be where we are right now in the length of these negotiations if that wasn't the case. So it's just absolutely laughable when people say Frankie doesn't want to come to Man United. That's bollocks, guys. He obviously will come to Man United if Man United spend the money for him and Barca sell him, which is what's going on at the moment. We've reached an agreement. Now it's to do with them having deferred wages, which they've got to settle with Frankie de Jong. And of course, we've got to get things like medicals arranged. But before that, you have to even agree personal terms with Frankie de Jong. And that's not going to be the easiest thing to do either, because he's on huge amounts of money over there at Barcelona as well. So United have to spend pretty big. I like to play this game with the chat. Let's ask the chat again. How much do you think he's worth in pounds sterling per week, folks, at Man United? I say 275k. 275k a week max. What do you guys think? Probably 250, let's be fair. But I think he's on 350,000 euros a week over there in Barcelona, which is getting on for that sort of money in pounds sterling anyway. So we have to be realistic. If we want this guy and we want to convince him to come and join us at this moment, we probably do have to pay quite a bit of money for the guy. That's in terms of the money up front, which in my opinion is a decent deal all round. But in the wages as well, I could see us having to go just a slight bit higher than what we want to. If you look at the wages of some of the players that have been at the club and that are at the club right now, Bruno Fernandes getting excessive couple of £100,000 a week. Frankie's in that sort of region of money, of course, £250,000 a week. Somewhere around about there makes sense for Frankie de Jong if you're looking at what sort of position he should have in the squad, what sort of seniority he'll have in a Ten Hag team as well. He should be somebody that we're building the midfield around. So for those reasons, he should be one of the highest paid players at the club, I suppose. He is a classy player who's been playing for Barca for a long time and obviously has big wages that he's receiving there. So for those reasons, yeah, 250k, 275k maximum. 450 says ZX Flames, 270 says Cockney Red, 220 says Wakas Akram, 450 says ZX Flames, 250 says Neil Driscoll, 250 considering Barca is seeking a wage reduction, says Anthony, 300,000 says Sly Dog, Ellie, message retracted. Ooh, controversial. Hope you're good tonight, Ellie. Thank you for getting in. Steve Kanaji, 300k. Neves would be 100k, says Manhouse. It's a fair point, right? Fair point. Yeah. But look, you've got to pay for what you pay for what you want, what you get, really. You get what you pay for, that's what I mean. You get what you pay for. And in regards to the amount of money that it would take to get a top player like that to come and join a club that is not a Champions League standard side right now, well, it's going to be somewhere in that region. We've got to at least pay 250k at least. 250k max, says Beast Beast. Thank you so much, Beast Beast, for getting in here raw, lad. And getting your opinion in. Everyone do hit the like button. Rushy says we just got 100 likes. So thank you everyone for dropping that like on the video. Yeah, nice one. It helps us out. It boosts us up there on the YouTube algorithm. It's free, so please do Kung Fu Canton on the like button if you haven't done so, and hit the subscribe and get yourself involved. So yeah, Pogba was on exactly, Duncan Bolifo. So Pogba was on a load of money, and £300,000 a week. Some reports say up to £350,000 a week. Crazy, ridiculous money for somebody who's not even consistent and who, let's face it, was cash for us for years. So yeah, if it's not, as long as it's somewhere in that region, it really doesn't bother me. Again, as we said earlier on, it's not our money, it's the shithouse Glazers' money. We just want the right players at the squad. So yeah, there should be no hold-ups for Man United to be able to agree a deal, I think, for the wages for Frankie de Jong. Yes, he's on €350,000 a week there. It's a lot of money. And Man United are going to have to offer him somewhere in the keeping of that deal. But look, if we're replacing a player like Paul Pogba, who was on huge money, well, okay, we've got the money available. We also had a lot of other top players go out who were on top wages, big earners, such as Mata and Matic and Lingard and these guys. So we've got the money for the wages. We can afford to pay Frankie $250k a week or $275,000 a week. These are not the issues, guys. So yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a hold-up, I don't think, in regards to agreeing personal terms with this guy. What's going to be the hold-up is, again, Barcelona's side of things, because they're such a bunch of shithouses. I mean, they're basically painting the picture at the moment that Frankie's seemingly the bad guy. So Alex Turk this evening reporting that Barcelona is sending a big brief out to local media stating that Frankie de Jong must leave while they still owe him 17 million in deferred wages in an attempt to force him out. And some people still think he actually wants to stay at the club. So that's what he said in reported. De Jong is not for sale less than 2 weeks ago. That's what they were saying. And now they're briefing reporters and suggesting that he's got to go and they need the money. And now that's what's going on. So Barcelona, they're advancing things with other players. They've obviously got that Rafinha deal. If they want to register these players, they've got to get rid of some of these players. Frankie's on big money, big wages per week at Barcelona. And so he's one of the guys that they've got to cut loose, unfortunately. So also reports from Ferran Correas from Spain suggesting that Barcelona are prepared to let Frankie de Jong leave, and also they're going to leave him out of their pre-season tour if he refuses to leave. So there were some speculations about whether or not he goes on tour. Some people saying if he does go on the tour with them, that means that he's staying. I mean, I don't really think that it means anything either way. He would just be staying professional and doing what's expected of him, right? Unless there's an absolutely imminent move taking place, which there should be. So that's what's been reported over from Spain, is that really Barcelona are now trying to push him out the door to get the money for him to cash in. And then really they want to try and get him gone for as little as possible, i.e. the deferred wages. They don't want to have to settle up properly. But that was what Man United's that's what Man United's increase in the transfer fee was all about, the initial amount. 65 million was agreed previously, gone up to 75 million up front. The overall amount's not changed. It's still in the region of 85 million euros. However, the add-ons are different. They're now less, and we've had to convince them to sell Frankie de Jong to us by offering them more money up front to help this situation, to help them pay his deferred wages, etc. I mean, what a gash-run football club. It's crazy. We go on about the Glazers of Man United, but Barcelona's the absolute pits, man. So, but they've made a very firm decision in regards to de Jong that they really need to sell him to Manchester United. So they're trying to push him out, guys. Don't worry. Everyone's saying, oh, Frankie doesn't really want to leave Barca. Doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't really matter, guys. If you work for Tesco's and you fucking love stacking those shelves in Tesco's, but guess what? They've got to make you redundant. They can make cutbacks, whatever the situation may be. It doesn't matter really, guys. I mean, this is actually not the same example because he has a contract here, doesn't he? He's got a 4-year contract. That's the difference. Not many people have a 4-year deal at Tesco's where they can sack you off and they've got to pay you 4 years of your deal. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really work like that. So it's a bad example. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying, if they said, hey, look, you're sacked. You can't just turn up for work the next day, continue stacking shelves. You know what I mean? You've got to do one, lad. You've got to go get yourself a new job. So that's really what's happening here with Barca. They need to cash in and get the finances sorted out as much as possible. They're having a bit of a nightmare, aren't they, really? Hundreds of millions in debt. They claimed that they can still sign players, which they still are trying to do. Don't really understand the whole logic behind it, and also from a morale point of view, like what's going on there with being able to spend big money on other players when they still owe money to their playing squad and things like that. It doesn't seem like it's correct in my opinion, but that's Barcelona for you. They're doing all sorts of dodgy stuff. But look, there you go. So Fab reports nothing's changed on De Jong's side. He still has no intention to leave, while Man United and Barca agreed an €85 million fee, add-ons included. So don't read anything into this, guys. All this means is that he's keeping tight-lipped because he cannot really openly come out and say, yeah, I'm done at Barca, I want to go. Why should he? Why should he say that? Why doesn't he just keep himself completely quiet, be professional, and just let everything play out behind the scenes? That's what he should do, really. And also, it's not on him to convince the Barcelona fan base that it's down to the club that he wants to go. I mean, I think everybody knows this. He doesn't really want to go. Everybody knows that too. If it was down to him and Barca could afford him, then he would be staying at Barcelona as a Barcelona player. That's the reality, but that's not how life works. They need to cash in. They've got to get the cash for him, and they've got to take the wages that they're paying him off the books every single week to try and sort of rebalance some things that way as well. So yeah, he's not expected to be a Barca player very much longer, guys. This guy is obviously close to joining Manchester United. We've just got to agree personal terms with him and his agent, of course. Then Barcelona really have to reach an agreement with the situation in regards to the deferred wages. They just got to pay him. They've got to settle up. They've got to pay him the money. It's going to take a little bit of time because of Barcelona. From our perspective, we've done all we can right now. We're just waiting for them to do the business with him and to sort him out and make sure everything's settled there so he's happy enough to actually want to leave. Because let's face it, if somebody owed you 17 million quid or whatever it was, then you'd probably want it settled up as well before you just toddled off to somewhere else. So, yeah, that's it. They owe him cash. He wants to get that. They're trying to do it in as peaceful and amicable way as possible. Barcelona, however, prepared to let this drag on a little bit and also prepared to try and maybe tarnish Frankie's reputation a little bit here. That's what it seems like to me. But look, everybody knows it's Barcelona who are in charge of trying to get this deal done. That's why they've accepted an offer from Man United, which is a full agreement now between the two clubs, because they want to sell him and they want to cash in. There's no issues, I don't think, with the personal terms. I think we'll be able to afford it. That's fine. We'll probably reach an agreement there. The question mark that everybody seems to be interested in is whether or not he wants to come. And I think he does want to come. Obviously, guys, we wouldn't have got to this stage if he didn't at least have some indication towards Ten Hag and Man United that he's keen to come as long as Barca push him. Let's ask the live chat, guys. Get your thoughts and opinions in with a vote. Does Frankie de Schlong, does Frankie de Jong want to come to Manchester United? Yes or no? Let's ask the live chat. Does he want to come to Manchester United? Yes or no? Of course he does. Of course he does. We're a great club. And also Erik Ten Hag is here, and he's like a father figure to him. He's had a hand in some of his development, obviously, years ago. He's knows that he'll have a big hand in the squad, a big position in the side. And so he should have quite a lot of, quite a lot of satisfaction playing there for Manchester United because of Ten Hag. No, says Bond Servant. Yes, not publicly, says Chris. No, says Liam Grogan and Outlaw Torn and Michael Vine. He definitely wants to stay, says Ed explains we're going to kidnap him. AK says, yes, he wants Champions League football, says Ezio. All right, fair enough, but he may want Champions League football. We can't give him that right now, but we do have something in regards to Ten Hag building a new squad here. It's part of a project. We're only right at the start of this project. Give it a year. We would hope that we could be back in the position where we're a Champions League side again. Of course we should be. And we should be, really. I mean, United, if we actually recruited well this summer with the talents we've already got in the squad, some great players such as De Gea, Varane, Ronaldo, struggling a little bit here, Bruno Fernandes. There are some great players in the squad, right? And Manchester United need to add some more to it. If we do that well this summer, hey, look, we're a Champions League standard side. We're just not in the Champions League. So Ten Hag, obviously, he needs to develop this side, get them playing good football, get them winning games, get us up there actually in the top four. But we're not that far away, I don't think, as long as things go reasonably to plan. Solskjaer 1999, thank you for the super chat, my son. Sue. Guys, everyone get a Sue in the live chat. He says, Barca's like the minimum wage Wally who buys Balenciaga. Hey, thank you so much. Solskjaer 99, thank you very much, bud, for your super chat, my son. Can we get a Sue in there for the lad? Yeah, nice one. Yeah, they're just cheap, aren't they? That's the thing with Barca. They've got themselves to this situation financially. They're screwed, and they're quite prepared to do dirty dealings What I mean by that is they're prepared to agree things with clubs and then say, oh, you know what, actually, nah. We're going to have to ask you for a little bit more cash up front now, son. The situation has changed. And they sort of bent Man United over a little bit because we've been working on this for so long. So in my opinion, it's not even that worse, that bad of a situation, because Man United just have to pay the same amount of money, just a little bit more up front. So now we have to give them 10 million euros extra up front. It's no big deal, is it? Pay the money, United, which they have done, or which they would do as long as this deal can progress. So we have reached a full agreement. That's the latest, guys. The full agreement is there with Barcelona. No problems at all there. Now it's down to Frankie and reaching some sort of an agreement there with the player and the team and getting them in there. They want it all, says Rajat Felicia. Yeah, that's it. They want to have their chocolate cake and money and eat it all, don't they? Crikey, we got over 400 legends in here tonight. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of the show. Do get yourself involved with the chat. Get your opinions in there. We're going to jump in and out the show. We're also going to have a big Q&A at the end, so hang about for that. Drop a thumbs up on this video. If you're just getting in here, folks, help us compete with the clickbait merchants, the corporation shithouses, and stuff like that by hitting the thumbs up button. It's free to chuck a like on it. Do hit the like button. Help us get to 200 likes. And also subscribe and share this video on social media if you want as well, on the likes of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, OnlyFans, anything like that, guys. Get it out there. Do share it around. It helps us out. Gets a couple of new extra eyes on there. Not always the right kind of eyes, but no, do give it a share. Okay, so look, nobody needs to worry, guys. Frankie de Jong most likely to be a Manchester United player reasonably soon. There's still some ways this could fall down. I guess if Frankie de Jong had a sudden change of heart at the last moment and decided, hey, you know what? I'm a Barca boy through and through. I'm not going anywhere. Then there was not much Manchester United could do about it. But it seems like Barca want to sell him. They need the money, so they would be a little bit annoyed, I think, if he really does commit and stay. Also, what they're expected to be trying to do at the moment is to essentially price him out of the side, make him angry. They're sort of trying to push him. They want to offer him half of what he's being paid right now, while still owing him 17 million. So it's pretty crazy, really, what they're trying to even suggest. So they're trying to seem like they want to keep him, if they've prepared to pay a lot less and they, make him take a massive wage cut. But reality is that's not going to happen, and they're not going to entertain any sort of loss of wages to that level. So I think that a move to Manchester United just makes sense for everybody involved. Don't worry about it, guys. Let it play out. This saga still has a little bit of time left in it, but don't worry about it. Just because there are reports that come out that say that, hey, look, he still doesn't want to leave Barca. Don't believe it, guys. Money talks and bullshit walks. And he is owed a fortune of money by Barcelona. They're stiffing him raw, guys. Imagine if your workplace owed you a whole year's wages there if you can pay it. And then when there's the opportunity of maybe another job offer at a different company, they're like, oh, that money where you will, how's about we give you a lot less of it now? Stuff like that. It's a bit outrageous what's going on. So you just got to let it play out behind the scenes at Barcelona between him, his agent, his team, and the player, and of course the club. And just wait and see what happens. But I'm pretty sure that this guy's coming to Man United this summer. Don't know when it will be. It could be in a few days. It could be in a week. It could be in a month. It's one of those deals. It's just got saga written all over it, though, folks. But let's ask the live chat. Do you think that Frankie de Jong stays or goes this summer? Does he stay at Barcelona? Does he go to Man United this summer? Let's have a little vote in the live chat. See where you guys are all at. We will pay them what they want, says Rajat. Thank you, Samuel RHP. I appreciate that a lot, my friend. Scott Berg says, yes. Maguire hands in transfer request. Oh, we can only hope, Samuel. Barca have the Spotify deal, which gives Barca 98 mil for the next 5 seasons, so there is where the money comes from. Well, some of the money maybe, but apparently they're like 800 million in debt. They had to sell some assets and rights for some things recently as well to generate another couple hundred mil, reportedly. So goes, says Philip Chapman. Goes, says Duncan Belifo. Goes if Barca pushes him, says Beast. Goes, says Vincent Bullock. How you doing, Vincent? Liam says, hey, Pick, I play FIFA UT today because don't forget about Ollie SBC. Oh, man, I better get that done, eh? And I can't play it tonight, my man. I really wish I could, but hey, look, tomorrow is looking good for a bit of late night FIFA, guys. My brother's fam and stuff, they're here until Tuesday. So normal service will be resumed at the very worst after then. I'm going to try and get on this weekend every night, though. We'll see. Goes, says United Tactical Talk. Sonny says go. He's coming home, says so busy. Goes, the latest walking. DeLong stays, but he'll have Barca at court. Tuned in. Hey there, fellow sofa. What's going on? Johnny says, goes, you can't stick around at a club that agrees to transfer with another club. He'd be playing knowing that he's not really wanted. Exactly. Illa United, hey, how you doing, bud? Exactly, it's just too sour a situation now. Things have got a little bit filthy for him at Barca. They clearly want the cash for him. They don't want to pay him $350 a week. They owe him a lot of money because previously they couldn't afford to pay him over the pandemic and stuff. They stiffed their players' wages because of their financial situation. So, yeah, I mean, look, he's not going to... He must feel a little bit unwanted right now. Surely that's the way he would feel. Yeah, of course. We've literally agreed, like you say, a full agreement with Barcelona for this guy. He knows that. He knows that they've actually accepted an offer from Man United. You don't do that, do you, unless you want the cash for a player. And if you are that player, yeah, that means, well, you'd have to just say, hey, look, I'm not going anywhere. And then it's just sour for everybody involved. Oh, shit, sorry, I missed a super chat here from Contra. Dude, how's it going there, Contra? Are you still here, Contra? So sorry I missed your super chat, boss. He says, I say leave De Jong and let's get Tielemans for half of the price. Price tag. Premier League proven, wasting time with De Jong. Thank you so much, Contra, for the super chat, man. I'm so sorry I missed that, boss. That was ages ago, mate. Thank you so much, pal. Yeah, you know what my opinion is on Tielemans is that we should get him as well. This guy's somebody that's a great player, middle 20s, good development in the Premier League, excellent play, excellent experience with what we want in the Premier League. And he's available at a cut price because we know that he doesn't want to stay at Leicester long term. Only a year left or whatnot in his contract, so he's available for 35, 45, somewhere between that amount of money. £1 million. Not a huge amount for a player of that standard. If he had a 4-year, 5-year contract, he'd be a 60 or 70 plus £1 million player. So he's available for a little bit of a cut price, this guy. We should be going to get him absolutely to go alongside Frankie de Jong. Never mind as an alternative, but yeah, fair enough. But if the deal does not work out with Frankie de Jong and it falls down in some way, then there's definitely other options for us. People like Ruben Neves, people like Tielemans. Just on Tielemans, you mentioned Tielemans there. Just saw an article earlier about Arsenal and stepping up Yuri Tielemans' talks to sign the guy. He's of course heavily linked with a bunch of clubs, but Arsenal's one of them. If we could steal him out from under Arsenal as well, that'd be fantastic. He's just got 12 months left on his contract, of course, at the King Power Stadium. The Gooners have been linked with a £30 million move for him, but Mikel Arteta has refused recently to be drawn in on the speculation when questioned about him. Also, they've already signed Fabio Vieira from Porto this summer, but Arteta is believed to want Tielemans in his squad. He's also been linked quite heavily with the likes of Newcastle United as well, and Manchester United. So hopefully we have a little bit of a bollocks about us. I really hope we have some balls about us this summer to go and try and get this guy. I don't think you can get necessarily a better player for what we need right now for the amount of money that you can get this guy for, because of the year left on his contract at Leicester and the fact he's want away, and they know they're going to lose out and not get anything for him if they don't sell him in this summer transfer window. So I think that Leicester want to play ball and sell him for about 40 mil. Man United could go get ourselves a really great player here for not a huge amount of money. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you agree and think we should go and sign Yuri Tielemans. Smash a 2 if you think he's crap. Hey there, thank you so much for the £10 super chat, Mr. Rush Mano. Get in there, guys. Can we get a sue in the chat there for Rushy? Thank you so much. He comments and said, Zane asked me to super chat that Arsene Hollands are signing Lewandowski, Messi, and William Prunier. Oh, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Love you, Zane, really, says Rush Mano. Oh, Rushy, classic, mate. Thank you very, very much for that, my son. Really appreciate you. Rush Mano, get in there, my son. I was laughing for you typing it. Says Rushy, that's a good one. Where is Zane? That's a shame he's missed it. But, you know, that's quality, lad. Thank you so much, Rush Mano. Yeah, you know. Oh, that's where he is. I remember where he is now. He's in Cloud Cuckoo Land. I remember where he is now. He said he was going back up there for a while. United Tactical Talk. How you doing there, boss? Thinks, yep, Tielemans. So does Dean and Aiden and Wakas. Asher Katana says no. Les Comerford says yes. No, says Madhouse and United Forever. Prick Tielemans, says Dutch Christ. Hey, look, I think... I think this guy's fantastic, mate. I think he's a quality player. He's a good creator. I mean, statistically, you're not going to be blown away, but not bad at all. I mean, actually, pretty decent stats for Leicester across all tournaments. 185 appearances for them, 24 goals, 24 assists. Not bad at all, folks, including the winning strike in the 2021 FA Cup final against Chelsea Gunners. So, look, this guy is a good player, and he's a good standard player who's available for not a huge amount of money. He's 25, the right sort of age that we're looking for players right now, because they're experienced, but they're they're coming to their best years. They're coming into their prime. And really, we shouldn't have any real development left of this guy. He should be coming to the best years of his career now. So it's an excellent time to sign him. Could be had for 30 or 40 million pounds. Let's ask the chat, how much money do you think Man United should pay for a player like Youri Tielemans? Let's ask the chat right now, based on the situation with a year left and the standard of the player. What do you think he's worth? Let's ask the chat. I think 40 million quid. 40 million pounds, I'd be so happy to pay that amount for him. Man, even if he's only got a year left, 40 million quid for Youri Tielemans, spot on, mate. We'll take him. What? It should be a no-brainer. 40 mil says Philosopher, 30 says Beast, 35 says Rory, 35 says Amit and Mark, 45 says Les Comerford, 25 says Ian Dawn, 20 says Ezio and Johnny, 25 says Ash Carroll, 30 says Rushy, 40 says Vooty, 40 says Jackals, AP says 30, 28 says Kieran. Fair play to you guys. I mean, look, all pretty reasonable. Somewhere in that region, 30 to 40 million pounds. Not a lot of money. It's a no-brainer, really, folks. Get it done. Imagine a midfield with Frankie de Jong and this guy in. It would be just much better than what we've got at the moment. McTominay's guff. Fred's good. I like Fred. He's a good squad player. He's a good ball winner. He's a terrier. He's a harasser. You know, but he does well for him. He's a good player. He's somebody that always performs to a consistent standard, really, for him. He's not world-class, though, nor ever will he be. Whereas people like De Jong, people like Tielemans, at their age, give him a little bit of time. And, I mean, they already are. I mean, De Jong's already a world-class player. And Tielemans has already proven doing it in the Premier League on a very regular basis. So these guys are already sort of up there for what we want. But anyway, that guy linked to Arsenal. Hopefully Man United could go in there and get this guy. It's important that we try and strengthen in all areas. If we did get another midfielder in, brilliant. I actually don't see us doing it, though, because I know we've got other areas of the team that we have to strengthen. And Ten Hag's going to be getting in Frankie de Jong, potentially. And also Lisandro Martinez, who can play DM. We're going to cover all the latest Martinez stuff in a moment. But, yeah, who can play DM. Plus, then we've got Donny van der Beek, who's kind of like a new signing for Ten Hag. He might be playing in that central midfield role alongside Frankie de Jong, possibly. You just don't know. So there's still some play. We still got a bunch of players in the midfield. And Scott McTominay's still here, and Fred's still here, unless we're going to maybe see one of those guys sold. I can't really see us doing it, folks, to go and sign a central midfielder, even though we should. We definitely should, because if we could get Tielemans, what a midfield that could be. Oh, we've got an update. Hang on a second. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go! Okay, let's see this. So Fabrizio Romano just tweeted a minute ago, guys. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's have a look at this, folks. Let me get it up on screen for you. Thank you, Rush Mano, for sending me the update through there. You're an absolute legend. So we just had a new update from Fabrizio Romano, guys. Here it is. And it's tweeted out a minute ago. It's not a here we go. It's not a here we go, Stephen, yet. It's the here we go before the here we go, sir. It says, Lisandro Martinez on the verge of signing with Manchester United as deal is almost agreed with Ajax since yesterday. Just some final details to be discussed between the clubs on Friday, then here we go. Come on! Matter of time, deal in place between all parties. Fucking let's go. Let's fucking go. So that's just come out this evening, folks. I mean, we knew this was coming anyway. It was basically imminent. But it's the pre-here we go. That's right, Rushmano, the pre-here we go. He's almost said, then here we go. This is the pre-here we go, guys. Yes, Futinator, come on. The pre we go, says T. But we knew it's coming, folks. It's imminent. What's gone on is today there's been very much advanced talks between Man United and Ajax. Representatives met between the two sides to further discuss the deal and to try and finalise it. It seems like it has done. It looks like it's about a 46, 47 million pound deal, probably about 50 million euros up front and 5 million euros in add-ons is my expected amount that it's going to be that they've reached an agreement on. So yes, I mean, there you go. It was coming. We've got the here we go here this evening from Fabrizio. So it's looking very much good. I'm just going to update my video title a little bit because it's almost basically done, this one, guys. I'm not going to put done in it because it's not yet, but I'm going to put done ? Because it's nearly done, isn't it, this one? But yes, it's looking fantastic, folks. There you go. Discussed between the clubs on Friday. Then here we go. So they've, of course, got to just finalise a few things tomorrow. So we could be seeing Lisandro Martinez signed and unveiled pretty soon, and certainly announced by the football club tomorrow sometime. They've got to do things like have medicals and paperwork, but that could all be done over the weekend. We could see this guy join up in Australia after the weekend sometime. Yeah, Mark Oliver says it's done. Yeah, baby, get in there, Rushmano. Absolutely lovely. So this guy is done. We're on the verge of signing him, and it's almost done anyway, guys. We can't say it's done, but it's a matter of time. Deal is in place between all parties. Lots of different reporters and outlets actually earlier on before Fab suggesting that the deal was done anyway, but we just like to wait for some of the tier 1 journalists to get in on it. Yeah, Primos says one small step closer to squeezing that meltbag Maguire out of the squad. Get in there. Come on. Jonathan says Piggy better be used as a centre-back. I hope so, Jonathan Gallagher, mate. I think he's coming in to bench Maguire. Let's get a hashtag Slabby out in the live chat. But as I was saying earlier on, there is different horses for different courses. Like, if Man United do play against a really top-dominating side with possession, like, I don't know, let's say a Manchester City. Sometimes you do have to play a little bit more lower down the pitch, a little bit, let's face it, you can't always be as open and as attacking in your face necessarily against a team like that who will hit you with their quality of the possession on the ball and also counter-attacking and things like that. That's going to be a problem. So Man United maybe in certain games could utilise Slabby Maguire because he's like a good clearer of the ball away with his big slab, etc. But no, you know what? You know my opinions on him, guys. He's absolutely bang bloody average. But I could see a place in the squad for him. I honestly can. As a big lummox. Whenever you need a big lummox just to come in there and just be a low block defender for you. Yeah, he's your guy. But other than that, no, we should definitely be going for somebody else. Guys, who's your centre-back pairing going ahead this season? For me, yeah, it's Lisandro Martinez and Varane. I know Martinez is not very big, but he's left-footed centre-back, great ball player. It's going to get us going from the back, so definitely think that he would be a fantastic partner for Varane. Varane needs a partner. Varane won't be fit all the time, but he needs a partner. He's one of the guys that's actually good enough to play in the back line. Varane's been there and done it throughout his career. He's a top player. All the other defenders, though, very questionable. So that's really where the problem lies. Hey, Zamiasi, please scroll up and read Rushmano's super chat earlier. Zamiasi with a 449 super chat. Thank you so much, boss. He comments and says, he has nothing on Gabriel, Saliba and Ben White. How's the Bangkok Cup, Piggy? Europa and FA Cup is ours. Zamiasi coming in here, brighten up everyone's day as always. How you doing there, Zane? Delusion. He has nothing on Gabriel, Saliba and Ben White. I'll tell you what he's got on them, mate. I'll tell you what he's got on them. Footballing ability, sir. That's what he's got on all of those guys. Anyway, look, this guy's an absolute beast at the back, mate. He can pass the ball out from you. He's like a deep line playmaker at centre-back, my son. Honestly, you're going to be surprised with Martinez. There's a reason why Mikel Arteta and your grubby side, the Arsenalans, have been sniffing around this guy all summer long, bud. It's because they know he's a great player. Now, unfortunately for them, they have to act like they don't want him, and you have to act like Ben White is better, and Gabriel's better, and all these toss spots are better, because now you've lost out on him, Zane. So I get it, mate. I get it. Ah, Zamiasi, thank you so much for another super chat, though. He says, Anthony to Liverpool. Fucking hell, my son. Zamiasi. Wishful thinking again there, Zane. If he's going to come to anyone, then I think Manchester United's the place. Do you see really Liverpool spending another 70 million this year when they spent 100 million on Darwin Núñez? I'm not so sure. Zamiasi says, Pig, Madam Two Swords want to borrow Maguire as a statue there. Oh my goodness me. Well, that makes sense, to be fair, because they could probably make about, I don't know, 3 or 4 Philip Schofields out of one Harry Maguire. You know what I mean? There's a lot of wax in that fucking head, son. You know what I mean? Zamiasi, thank you very, very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, boss. Nice one. Sorry, guys, just had a visitor at the door. But anyway, so, yeah, basically, what was I saying, guys? I've forgotten. So, Ben Shite, yeah, he's rubbish. Philosopher, he's absolutely rubbish. Exactly. Gabriel, no. I mean, Lisandro Martinez is a better option than those guys. Smash your one in the live chat if you agree that Lisandro Martinez is better than those shithouses. But there you go. Fair enough, Zamiasi. Madam Two Swords, yeah, nice one. I like what you did there. Definitely can get a lot of statues out of one, Harry. So, hang on a sec. Let's just have a look at some of the news. Let's sort of just completely trounce the news I was going to talk about anyway, and the update with Martinez that there's advanced talks going on. We know that this deal is realistically expected to be wrapped up tomorrow, Friday, which is going to be obviously important for us to try and get him in soon to go and join the tour. Could be available for the next game after the Melbourne game, which would be nice. Lots of ones coming in the live chat. Yeah. Illis says Gashinal FC, Ben Shite, Fake Teta. 100% says United forever. Swap Maguire back with Leicester, says Butters. Wow. Just imagine. Wow. I didn't really think about it. I mean, I don't really understand why anybody would want Harry Maguire, especially with the wages that he's on. But he is an England player. He's a good standard player. Leicester City's about the ceiling for him. Leicester's a good team. They're expected to be sort of challenging for European spots every single year. They're more or less a mid-table side that are going to be challenging for Europe. They got good owners who have ambition. Like, it's definitely worse places you can play your football. That's probably about the maximum standard for Harry Maguire anyway. So I think it's a perfect fit, him at Leicester City. He's not a Man United player. So there you go. Yeah, that's a good idea. See you later on, son. Yuri Tielemans, Slabby Maguire, straight swap. Could you imagine that? That would be the deal of the century. Honestly, they've got a want-away player. We've got a player that we want away. And we can get a swap done. Mate, you have just inspired me to write a letter to Eric Ten Hag. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's right. Vooty, if some club paid 20 million for Maguire, would you accept it? Definitely, Beast. I'd accept 20 quid for the guy, just to get him off the books. Hey, Zayn Miassi with another super chat. Can we get a hashtag delusion in the live chat for this guy? He says, so she is getting you goals next season. Ronaldo left, only Rashford and Martial. Desperate times, Piggy. Do you mean so who is getting you goals? All right. I think you mean so who is getting you goals next season? Okay, Zayn Miassi, right? Well, but Ronaldo's not left yet, bud. Have you seen an offer accepted for Cristiano Ronaldo yet? No, you haven't. You know, all we've heard is that Ten Hag doesn't want him to go. We know that he's contracted at the club. There's people who keep continuing to rule themselves out of the deal. Realistically, you know, just on him. I mean, yeah, we do have a bit of an update here from Jonathan Traeger that says that Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid remain a possibility, as well as the option of staying at Man United for Ronaldo. But really, we own his contract, mate, and he's probably not going anywhere, bud. So steady on now, Zane. Steady on now. I still think we will have Cristiano Ronaldo at the football club this season to be able to boss it for us and score plenty of goals. And be that focal point of the attacking of the side. What I would say is, even if we don't have Cristiano Ronaldo, there's an argument to say that we can still score a shitload more goals than we did last season because of Ten Hag and the style and the way we're going to approach games. Even if we don't sign anybody, we should be able to score. Our goal difference was 0 last season, guys. If you look at the Ten Hag style of play and his Ajax sides and how he's gone about it over the years, they're an attacking outfit who scores a shitload more goals than they concede. So, so therefore, it has got to be, it's got to be expected that we could manage without Ronaldo. If Ronaldo was to go, we would have to look at bringing another goal scorer in, but even so, we have to do better as a team, scoring goals from more different places anyway. We are pathetic at that. Last season, it was only Ronaldo really that's getting the goals. There's not really those 2 or 3 players that are getting plus 10, plus 15 goals a season. We need a few players contributing. We need the whole team contributing. We need a goal scorer from midfield. We need a goal scorer from wide. You know, we need players to turn up. So, Zane, I'm not worried, even if Ronaldo does go, but Ronaldo's not going anywhere, my son. Oh, thank you, Rush Mono. We've hit 215 likes. Please do smash a like on the video if you haven't done so, guys. Drop a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the show as well. If it's your first time here, make sure you get yourself subscribed and have your say. And also click the wee little bell icon to get notified when we post and go live, guys. Zayn Miyasi, thank you so much for the super chat again. He says, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, 3rd best attack in England. All you have is Sancho. Zayn, you are so fickle, my son. Literally like a week ago, you were saying Sancho was shite. And now all we have is Sancho. Get it? Fucking be consistent, Zayn. You know what I mean? Anyway, apparently, well, we got Sancho now. I mean, Sancho's class for a start. He's going to be quality for us this season. Last season, bad season for him coming in to a bad team. Just watch what happens with Sancho now. Hey, Natalie Pert, what's going on there, Natalie? How you been? I haven't seen you for a little while. I hope you're doing well. Get in there. Says Ronaldo will stay. His heart is with Man United. He started there and will finish there, says Natalie Pert. Thank you so much, Natalie. Yeah, I'm with you in all fairness. I think Ronaldo wants to wanted United to be ambitious this summer. Of course, he wanted us to get Champions League football. That's a big factor for him. Even coming back to United was the fact we finished second when he came the season before and had Champions League football. If we didn't have that, he probably would not have come back, in all fairness. So that was a big factor. But now he's here. He wanted ambition shown by the board and the football club this summer, signing players. We haven't showed him that ambition. He gave us a month to find out whether we did have the ambition or not. We haven't signed the players. We haven't shown the ambition. So now he's understandably got the hump. And so he should, because it is unacceptable, the lack of ambition and the lack of transfer dealings that we've done so far this summer. Absolutely think that, crikey, if we can just get one or two of these big names in the next sort of few days, like if we did sign Eriksen, Martinez, and also Frankie de Jong, I believe that Ronaldo would be feeling a little bit better about this season ahead, that we might be able to cause an upset and win a trophy or do something if he's got a great set of players around him. Right now, though, he's looking around at Shotty McTominay and Phil No-Bones Jones and slabbing to Maguire and Victor Dwindloff and all these guys who are complete letdowns at this club. And he's going, crikey, I'm playing with those shite-houses again next season. Fuck that! So I get it from his point of view, but look, if we sign the good players, if we get 4 or 5 really good signings in this summer, Ronaldo should feel a bit better about playing the season ahead for us. Plus also, he's never won the Europa League. Let's give him a chance to win it. That's a good point. I would say that you've done that Champions League rubbish, mate. Now let's focus on that Europa. That's what you need to complete your set of trophies, bud. So, yeah, try and sell that to him. Try and sell the fact that we can win trophies. We could win a cup. We can get top 4, etc. But in order to do that, we need players. Oh, my goodness. No, not again. Hey, Susan, what's going on? Said Ronaldo not going anywhere. He wants them to be competitive and to have a winner mentality. I do believe that Erik ten Hag will bring that. Vincent says, no answer, Pig. What does that mean, bud? Zamiassi, thank you for another super chat, mate. Wowzers. He says, 10 bag won't get backed. He will get sacked. You get Poch or Southgate. Dude, the Poch one's the worry. I reckon if he did get sacked, Poch probably would actually be one of the guys that's in contention. I don't want Poch either. But anyway, no. Ten Hag's already being backed, Zane. You say he won't get backed. Fair enough. I kind of have to disagree with you because I'm already seeing it. Now, they've not backed him as quick as they should have done. It's just taken time for them to get a lot of these signings done. But they've worked all summer long for his number 1 target, which is, of course, Frankie de Jong, and we're paying big money for that guy. So that's backing him to a degree. Malacia, that's a Ten Hag signing. He said, I want this guy, and they've gone and got him. They backed him there. Same goes for Lisandro Martinez. We've seen the information, the news come out from Fabrizio Romano this evening. Look, Lisandro Martinez is on the verge of signing with Manchester United. They're backing him on this one. That's a Ten Hag player. These aren't players that have been... these aren't players that have been found at all by our recruitment team, just so you know. These are all Ten Hag players. Yes, okay, we know about them. Yes, okay, we've scouted them previously. Yes, okay, we've done our due diligence on looking at these players. But they're Ten Hag players. He said, I want Lisandro Martinez, I want Malacia, I want De Jong, I want us to go and get Anthony. You know, he's obviously said who he wants to get, and they're going to go get them. So I actually disagree, Zane. I think they are giving him about as much backing as they could at the moment. If he signs De Jong, if he signs Lisandro, if he signs Malacia, if he signs Eriksen, if he signs another couple of players as well, maybe there's the talks of Anthony and one or two others, then they would have backed him reasonably well this summer. They haven't done it yet, though. They haven't done it yet. Red Mac Ronaldo has tweeted in United shorts. Right, yeah. Nice. Lisandro Martinez has been confirmed by Jonathan Schrager as well, guys, as being done. So it's looking fantastic, guys. I mean, I'm pretty happy to say that deal is done. In all fairness, it does look like that's a done deal. So, yeah, I'm happy to say that that's done, guys. I mean, usually we don't get carried away here. We don't say things are done until they're done. But it does look like the Martinez deal is basically done. We know the personal terms are already agreed there as well. It's not like Frankie in the Barca situation where we've just reached an agreement with the club and now we have to do the personal terms with the player. It's not actually like that. We've already got personal terms agreed with Lisandro Martinez. So once the green light has been given between the two clubs and we've signed off on the deal, then really it's a case of doing the finalizations of the paperwork, getting the medical done, and then he's a United player. This guy could be in by Monday. He could actually be ready to fly out to Australia by Monday. Rush Mano says we got 60,300 subscribers. Sue! Hey, let's get a 60.3 in the live chat. That's awesome, everyone. Thank you so much for all the new people for subscribing to the channel. If you guys are new, please do hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 70,000 subscribers. Yeah, nice one. We're on our way, folks. The channel's growing. Thanks every single one of you that gets here regularly supporting the show. It means the world to me. Thank you very much for getting in here. Thank you for dropping the like. Make sure you drop the like on the video. That helps us out too. Smash that like on it. Hit the subscribe button. Have your say and drop your opinions in the chat. 5'9" centre-back, says Grant Noramac. Great comment. It's a bit short, isn't it, for a centre-back? I'm with you there. He can also play defensive mid, though. Maybe that's a place he's going to play regularly for us. In the right games, I think the pace is more important necessarily than the height. It's horses for courses. But at the same time, yeah, that is short for a centre-back. But we've gone over it. There has been some great centre-backs over the years that are not the tallest. People like Franco Baresi, etc. So there's but usually, let's be honest, centre-backs are big, tall units in order to hoof those balls away and get up in the air, obviously, and clear those crosses from the box. That is what it's all about, being a centre-back, really. So it does concern me a little, but it's all the other attributes he possesses. He's a great playmaker, great pass master, versatile, and also positionally. If you're positionally far ahead in your head, if you're one step ahead, in your mind, then that can help a lot on the pitch in regards to, reading the flight of the ball, jumping up, timing your jumps, and things like that for a centre-back getting stuck in. So just because he's short doesn't necessarily mean that he's not going to be any good at centre-back. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. You deserve it, says Webbist. Thank you, Webbist. I appreciate that, man. Old Rosie Party at 69k says, Primot. Thank you, Philip, and United Tactical Talk and everyone. How much of the game is played in the air, says Karen Took the Kids. That's a fair point as well. Like this day and age, I mean, Eric Ten Hag, there is a lot of the game that, especially from the opposition team, they're going to be peppering the ball in there. So there is quite a lot that it happens. But look, most teams like to get it down and play it. Takashi Ashley, thank you very much for subscribing. And Adekunle Mohammed, thank you for hitting the subscribe button as well, man. Keep on working. Thank you, Rajat. What about Ericsson? Okay, Nas786, you want a quick update on him, do you? The update has not really changed in regards to Ericsson. He's still expected to sign for Man United in the next few days. It's just really a case of, just really is a case of us getting the medical done and everything finalised and the paperwork processed and everything. But he's a United player. Don't worry about that one, folks. Everything is looking fine in regards to Ericsson. Also, Laurie Whitwell now this evening has reported that everything is agreed for Lisandro Martinez, including the fee and personal terms. Get in there, my son, come on. So, as we said, the deal's basically done. I mean, it's not done 100% yet, but let's just get this up on the screen as well. It's looking good, folks. I mean, we've got this guy in there. We love coming on at this sort of time of the evening to give you the latest update, because there is usually quite a bit of stuff that comes out. This is no different. We've got the done deal scenario, essentially, on this guy Martinez. And this is from Laurie Whitwell here via United Report on Twitter that says, he said everything is agreed for Lisandro Martinez to United, including the fee and the personal terms. So very much looking good for Lisandro Martinez to United. Guys, it's almost done. It's 99% done. Personal terms agreed. The fee between the two clubs agreed. What's left? Finalizations, formalizations, and medical. Get in there, my son. Let's get a hashtag Martinez in, baby. Looks like we're going to get our man. Looks like it's great news as well. Probably tomorrow could be an official announcement, I suppose. And then after that, of course, you've got to get medical done. Hey, nice one. Abraham Gould is from Liberia, and it's a good feeling to be part of this live chat and viewing session. Hey, shout out to you, man, and shout out to Liberia. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, where are you all tuning in from around the world? Let us know. There's so many people being part of this community, global community of legends. Dante says, I reckon he might be used as a defensive midfielder. Most def, yeah, you look at where he's played previously for Ten Hag, and he has played a lot of games, both at centre-back and both at defensive midfield. So he could be utilised there as well. What I think is, in certain games, like, I don't know, some of the tougher games, you might see Martinez playing as a defensive midfielder and a different centre-back coming in there. And I think some of the easier games, maybe we'll have him as a centre-back and we can just sort of like camp out on the halfway line and he could be threading balls through as well from there. That's the idea for me. So he probably won't play centre-back all the games, just like he didn't for Ten Hag at Ajax. But for a lot of games, for certain games, yeah, he will be just what the doctor ordered, I think. Kenya says Philosofa. Portsmouth says Samuel Chappell. Mars says 0 degrees. Sunny Burnley says Rushmano. England says United Tactical Talk. South Africa says United forever. Manchester says now 786. Crikey, over 500 legends getting in the live chat. Remember, guys, we're going to have a big Q&A at the end of the video as well. So do stick around for that, but I'll just cover the rest of the United news and see what's going on. So look, everything's agreed there for Lisandro Martinez, including the fee and personal terms. We had that update as well from Fab that it's on the verge of being done. It's basically done deal, this one, guys. Ireland says Kick-Ass. Birmingham says Vincent Bullock. East Devon says Neil Driscoll. Will Man U finish 8th, says Craig Barnes? No. I mean, okay, so let's have a look. Let's just analyse the Premier League season ahead. City are stronger. Liverpool are stronger. Those guys, they're definitely going to be difficult to try and dethrone from the top 2 spots. Chelsea making some good acquisitions. Yep, good manager. They could be in the mix. Spurs, even Spurs making some good signings, looking like they're making strides to try and improve. It's going to be difficult. They could be featuring. So you've got a few teams there that are going to make it difficult for Man United to get into the top 4. But Ten Hag, if he surprises a few of us, or not even surprises a few of us, but just does well at the football club and develops this team and gets them playing a certain way and gets that belief and confidence back, we could easily finish top 4. We honestly could. But I'm going to say we're going to finish. Let's ask the live chat then. Where do we finish next season? I think we look at where we could possibly finish, being 5th or 4th. Those are the 2 realistic positions I think we finish in. We could just miss out on Champions League, or we could qualify for the Champions League. I mean, we could even finish 3rd. I really don't see us finishing higher than Liverpool or City because those 2 teams are just further advanced and they've got that settled situation on the go there and they're used to winning. So I just don't really see us getting in the top 2 or anything crazy like that. 3rd maximum, but realistically 4th or 5th. Jonathan says 5th or 4th. 4th says doubling games. Alec Bannon says 2nd. Gabe says 4th. Top 4 says Kick-Ass. Alex says 4th. Manhouse says 4th. Callum says 4th. Bell says 13th, James says 8th, 3rd says Daniel, 7th says Tom Thumb, 5th says Tampa Guy, 6th says Must Play. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I like to see that in the chat, a bit of realism, a bit, let's be honest, it's just silly to say, oh, we're going to win the league or we're going to finish 2nd or 3rd. It's quite silly to say that. Let's not put too much pressure on Erik ten Hag. It is his first season. He hasn't been backed fully by the board yet either. Let's see how things look at the end of the transfer window. But right now, we've only got Malacia through the door. Right now. Looks like Martinez, looks like Eriksen, looks like Jong. But right now, we haven't got them through the door yet. Let's see how it shapes up end of the season. But he's got, of course, his work cut out for him. We know what a set of players that we've got here, that a bunch of them are melters, psychologically guff, people like the Slab, people like Rashi. These guys got to get back on track. They're good players, but they're not doing it good enough for Manchester United. So he's got to try and manage the squad of players that are already there, but ideally add a lot of good players to that squad as well to make us better. So he's got his work out for him, guys. It's not going to be easy for Ten Hag. And there's also other clubs that are going to have their say. They've strengthened. They're making strides. Conte at Spurs, Tuchel at Chelsea, Liverpool, Klopp, City and Pep. All of those clubs are going to make it difficult for Erik ten Hag to break into the top 4. Thank you, Rushmano. He says subscribe to the channel. Yes, guys. Smash the subscribe if you guys are new to the show. Absolument. And we've got 265 likes on the stream as well. So, can we smash our way to 300 likes, guys? If you are new to the show, drop that like. It helps us out big time, boosts us up the algorithm, and it's free. So make sure you hit the like, and it helps us compete with the clickbait wankers and the corporation channels as well. So drop a little thumbs up on it. Hit the old subscribe if you're new to the show, and have your say. So everything's agreed for Lisandro Martinez, guys. Get in there. Personal terms, agreement between the two clubs, reported as being around about 55 million euros all told. It's a good amount of money to pay for this guy. I think if anything, it's a little bit too much, but we've sort of had to get it to that point because of Arsenal bidding it up earlier on during the transfer window. They had a 30 million euro offer knockback, 40 million offer knockback. We went in for 45. So we've done about as much as we could, but because of Arsenal's interest and our interest, yeah, they've got a good amount of money for this man. They paid 6 million quid for this guy couple of years back, so they're making big profit. It's a good move for them as well. But yeah, finally United look to be getting this guy done. Lisandro Martinez will be a United player. Let's go! Come on! New signing! Any updates on Maguire's injury, says Madhouse? Yeah, I'm going to go round with a lump hammer and increase it. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. He's probably be fine for the next game, but long may the injury continue. Because, honestly, we looked really good the other day without Harry Maguire on the side. The thing is with Harry, he might be technically okay passing the ball, even in the air. You know, even one-on-one defending, he's not the worst. I don't rate him because he's so slow and turns so slowly, all the rest of it. But you can't fix the fact that he's damn slow. That's a big problem about him. He's always going to be slow. So for those reasons, not a good enough fit for a Ten Hag side. Much prefer to see somebody like Eric Bailly play instead, or even Lindelof, in all fairness, either of those two over Maguire. And I don't rate those two that highly. To be fair, Bailly's performance the other day when he came on was absolutely brilliant. But it's a consistency issue. It's a fitness issue with him all the time. So I don't feel like we can rely on him. But hey, look, I'm just saying, Lissandro Martinez, Varane as a centre-back pairing makes a lot of sense. Mustafa watching from Ghana. Shout out to you, bro. The latest on Eriksen, he should be signing in the next few days, bud. Still the same situation as previously. We're still waiting to complete the signing. But it's agreed. He's agreed to join on a 3-year deal. Let's have a look at this. Thank you very much, Rushmana, for sending this through. I've got another update here from Laurie Whitwell. He's been told that all agreed now on Lissandro Martinez to Manchester United. The fee is sorted with Ajax, plus the personal terms are finalised. The hope is that he can join United for part of the pre-season tour in Australia. So these guys will be flying out there. That's a long flight to get on, isn't it? when you just sign for a new club. Bloody hell. So are we going to be playing against Nani tomorrow as well, folks? Right? Is he going to be playing in the game? Does anybody know? Yes or no? Are we playing against Nani tomorrow? Oh, nice one. Thank you, Manchester United Skills HD 101 for subscribing to the channel. And Martin Carlo and Chatty Boy as well. Thank you guys for hitting the subscribe button. You know it makes sense. We're closing in on 300 likes also. Thank you guys. When are you playing late night FIFA again? So Enigma 47, things are a bit tricky at the moment. It's just, I've got my family staying around from America, so it's just a little bit difficult right now to do the late night streams. But hey, look, soon, very soon. Don't worry, they're not going anywhere. They're just having a temporary break at the moment from them. Apparently, Nani's playing, says Enigma. Nice. Sonny says yes. Yes, says Hamza. Yes, says Alec Brandon. Get in. Okay, brilliant. Well, we're looking forward to that then. He won't pick, says Andy Young. We'll see. Hopefully he does. Sheriff Bangora says yes, he's going to play. I'd love to see Nani playing against us, in all fairness. Kate Cadet, thank you so much for the £5 super chat, you Don. He comments and he says, I'm happy with building for the future, but we would never win the league with a fucking fridge at the back. Sooner or later, Maguire has to go. Oh, Cake Cadet, thank you very, very much indeed for your super chat as well. Appreciate that. Guys, can we get a love heart in there for Cake? And I agree with you, mate. We're never going to win the top standard, the league or the top standard cups, I don't think, with him in the side, because he's a bit of a liability, mate. He's a good player. He is a good player. He wouldn't be captain in United for the last couple of years, playing for England regularly every single time that we have any sort of competitive game. If he wasn't a good standard player, he's just not the standard for Man United. And as we've gone over many times as well, there's certain players that do it domestically for the club, and they're not the same for the international scene. And there's other players that are all about the international stage, and then are shit in the Premier League. That happens quite a lot. I mean, there's players that just do it for England. There's players that don't do it for the clubs, and there's the opposite is true as well. Andros Townsend, I remember there's a couple of years spell where he was absolutely unbelievable. To be fair, he was good at the club level as well during that time. But for England, it was like, what the hell? He's just absolutely brilliant. But then he went shit. There's like players who do that for a while. Andy Cole, what a great player for Manchester United. Crikey, you can shove your whoever's up you can stick your Les Ferdinands in the lot. Andy Cole's the GOAT, one of the best players we had. I mean, okay, his goal record not up there with the very, very best of them in terms of like strike ratio and things like that, or sheer number of goals, but his record was massively impressive still. He was a great player for Manchester United. He just wasn't great for England, and he never really got the love for England, right? Those are two different things, and I don't care about how these players are doing for England, in all fairness. Yes, I am English. Yes, I do support the England national side. But first and foremost, it's about them doing it for Manchester United. So it's one thing to be a good player on the international scene. It's a totally different thing to do it in the Premier League regularly for your football club. Ian Wright says Madhouse. Yeah, exactly. Another good example. Somebody that's just an absolute boss in the domestic league for Palace and Arsenal, scoring all those goals and stuff. And then obviously never quite got on the I mean, he was even left out of like World Cup 98 squad and stuff like that. Never got quite in there, did he? Hopefully we get De Jong, says Aidan Feeney. What role can we fit him under? New system, says Lucky Singh. Who are we talking about now? Watch the game on Cody, says Scarboy. For Donny van der Beek's new role, says Lucky Singh. Oh, right, for Donny. I think he'll be playing in the midfield too, and he'll be the more sort of advanced or the less defensive of the two. That's what I think he'll be doing. And also, he may be coming on to play a bit more advanced sometimes as well. Hey, what's going on, Tactician Tom? Tactician Tom says, Andy Cole goal record not up there with the best. Third top Prem goal scorer of all time and didn't take pens. Yeah, I mean his goal ratio at Manchester United, as in, like goals to games. So let's have a look at his record, goals to games. But thanks for calling me up on that, mate. Obviously, great, yeah, one of the best. I mean, he scored 34 goals in one Premier League season. So I don't mean that. I mean, like, up with the best of the Manchester United goal scorers, you know, as in, you know, like the Wayne Rooneys of this world. So, yeah, he did very, I mean, he scored 41 goals during one season, Andy Cole, for Newcastle, of course. This guy was an absolute machine. However, let's just have a look at his record for Manchester United then, just for, I mean, I already know what it is because I looked at this the other day, so, you know, but just to show you what I mean, is that his goal record at the club is, let's take a look. Yeah, 120 goals in 273, so it's less than one every 2 games. I mean, that's Lukaku-esque. But it's still, though, what I'm saying is he was great for Manchester United. He was great for Manchester United. Okay, so is it Jason Brown? Nobody cares about that. Yes, first class game, and we got a done deal close anyway. It's not quite done officially, but it is essentially done. So look, Fab says that it's on the verge of signing Manchester United deals, almost agreed with Ajax since yesterday. Just some final details to be discussed between the clubs on Friday. Then here we go. And we've got a lot of other outlets and reporters saying it is done. So quite a lot of different reporters saying it is finished now. That everything's agreed for Lisandro, the fee, the wages, everything's done essentially. It's just that they've got to finalise things tomorrow. So yeah, it's looking like we're getting Lisandro Martinez, my friend. Come on. Good stuff. Let's be having you, Nut. Let's go, my son. Zayn is gone, says United. Yeah, so let's be having you, Nut. Thank you so much. Why are the journalists lying, stating De Jong doesn't want to come, then others stating he does want to come, then saying Barca don't want to sell? It's just it's just the process, Andy Young, really. That may be what the case is. So that's what Frankie and his team are saying. Look, here it is. Fabrizio said this evening, nothing changed on De Jong's side. He has still no intention to leave, while Manchester United and Barca agree an €85 million fee add-ons included. So, you know, it seems like he wants to stay. Frankie's priority has always been to stay. But that's just what they're saying, mate. That's just what the message, the narrative is, rather than saying, yeah, I'm definitely leaving. For a start, Barca are the ones pushing him out the door anyway. So there is some truth to it that he doesn't really want to stay. But that's totally different than, oh, he will not, or he will not go to Manchester United. It's very different. Yeah, first class game, it says 470 in here at 11:24 p.m. Nice. Yeah, Tactician Tom says, good to see Cole looking well on MUTV. He's been working on the guns too. Mate, he looked absolutely outstanding, didn't he? Who remembers that? Who remembers that song by Andy Cole, by the way? Outstanding. One of the worst pop records ever. That's my opinion on it. Anyway. Oh, dear. Pascal Creamer says, I want Lisandro to stay with us. Oh, you're an Ajax scummer, are you, mate? No. Sorry, I don't mean scummer. I mean an Ajax legend. Fair play to you, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, look, he's wanted by Ajax. Ajax do not want to get rid of him. They would ideally like to keep the guy, but of course he is worth quite a bit of money to them. They did only pay 6 mil. It's part of the production line at Ajax to produce talents and sell them for big money. That's what they do. So yeah, 300 likes. Get in there, Pascal. Thank you so much, everyone. Are you not tired? I had a little nap this evening, bud. I am a bit tired now, though. What system can we get the best out of our players? 4-3-2-1 or 4-3-3, says Lucky Singh. I personally think, yeah, 4-3-3, a variation of that. If we're looking to be an attacking team and we're coming up against the lesser opposition, which we should be dominating, and Ten Hag's style of play is hopefully getting us able to do that and not being outpossessed by teams like Buddy Brighton and stuff, then we should be set up in a slightly more attacking 4-3-3. I'm thinking 1 holding midfielder and two midfielders in front to, you know, create and be a bit more box to box and just to overload and attack when we can. You know, people like Bruno and De Jong ahead of Lisandro, say. Something like that. You've got a holding midfielder and then 2 more attacking creative midfielders. Or, for certain games, you know, the 4-2-3-1 that we've played under previous managers. It's not about the formation. It's about the intent and the tactics and the style with which you're going about games. And the football, of course, and the control you've got in that midfield. If we had the right 2 holding midfielders there, we could make that system work. So I think that, yeah, that could work with the new players if we got them coming in with new style of Ten Hag, different variations of a 4-3-3, really. No FIFA streams at the moment, Matty Braga, mate, but they're coming back very, very soon. Don't worry, they are coming back very, very soon. Gamer Boy Janik says FIFA today, probably not tonight, mate. Hopefully tomorrow night, bud. Friday night FIFA, hopefully tomorrow night. I can't do it at the moment, guys. It's a bit, I make a lot of noise. United Till I Die says, you watch along it tomorrow morning. I am. What time is it, guys? Is it like 10 a.m. or something? I totally forgot about it, in all fairness, until you just said. Even though I've been talking about it, I forgot it was on early, mate. So, what time is it again, guys? Is it like 10 a.m. or something? I totally forgot about that. Chris Koo, thank you so much for getting in here raw with your super chat, my son. He says, sacking my phone, no notification for the pig. What the fuck? That's a disgrace, mate. Chris Koo, I agree, mate. Get a new phone. No, it's an issue. It's a known issue with YouTube, mate. Thank you, Chris Koo, for your super chat, you legend. Let's get a sue in there. 11 a.m. says James Bowring. 11 a.m. says Madhouse. 11:05 says Rushy. Thank you, ZX Flames. Okay, 5 past 11. Why 5 past? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Yep, Henry says 11:28. Any update on Ericsson? Not really, Gamer Boy Yannick. No, just more of the same. We're expecting that it will complete that deal very, very soon, though, bud. Right, I'm going to get into the live chat, folks. Before I do, let's just have a quick rundown of what we discussed in this video. So, you know, there are some options for Ronaldo still. Apparently, Bayern and Atletico remain a possibility, but I don't really think that anybody's coming in for Ronaldo right now. Our best option is to keep him. And let's ask the chat, does he stay or does he go? I think he stays. We own his contract. Let him go in a year's time. It's not worth us selling him unless somebody gives us 30 million for him or 40 million for him. So I wouldn't sell him. Lisandro Martinez is imminent. He's on the verge of signing with Man United. The deal's almost agreed with Ajax since yesterday. Just some final details. And also other reporters saying that it is already done and that everything's agreed for Lisandro, including the fee and personal terms. Laurie Whitwell reporting that this evening. Fantastic. So that's all basically done. And then in regards to Frankie de Jong, nothing's changed on de Jong's side. He still has no intention. Thank you, Jody B, for subscribing. He still has no intention to leave, while Man United and Barca agreed €85 million fee, add-ons included. Frankie's priority has always been to stay, while Man United are not giving up. His agent told the player position to Barca yesterday. But we know that earlier on, it was reported that Man United had reached a full agreement with Barcelona for €85 million. That means 75 million up front and then 10 million down the line. So we paid a little bit more initially than the previous agreement we had with them in principle from a couple of weeks ago. So we've given them a bit more up front. That's going to go to Frankie's deferred wages. But really, all these links and reports suggesting that Frankie doesn't want to go anywhere, they don't mean anything, guys, because if Frankie's pushed out the door, he's got to go somewhere. And what a better place to go than Eric Ten Hag's Manchester United. So look, I don't care if Frankie doesn't want to leave Barcelona. That's just the narrative they're putting out there, because maybe he doesn't. And also, let's face it, he wants to leave in as good of graces as possible with the Barcelona fans. This isn't him that's masterminding this deal. This is Barca selling him out from underneath them because they need the money. And so, therefore, he's the good guy in all this. Barca are the bad guys, and let's keep it that way. He doesn't want to do anything to tarnish any sort of understanding of the situation as it is. We know Barca are the bully boys here. We know Barca are the tossed pots, and that's the situation. Frankie's just being caught in the crossfire here. So hopefully that'll get done soon, but there's still a little bit of time to take that could be taken for this deal because of the whole escapade that's going on with the deferred wages that Barcelona owe him. But we've supposedly helped him out up front now, so we should be able to get this done. Barcelona want him out the door, exactly Lucky Singh. And reports coming this evening that that's exactly the case, that now that the press have been briefed, essentially, that Frankie de Jong, you know, is being pushed out. So, yeah, the player just has an issue with the outstanding money, of course, that is being owed, and they're going to try and figure that out and come to some sort of an agreement there. But yeah, I mean, that's really what the case is that they're trying to push him out the door now. Right, okay, also, I wanted to mention this. The Saudi offer for Ronaldo is true, guys. 2 million a week is what they were offering the guy. Pretty outrageous. I mean, Ronaldo's not a money player. He's a legacy player, so he's not going to go just for purely the money. But apparently that deal from Saudi Arabia for Ronaldo was legit. 2 million a week that he would have been offered to play out there. But it's not for him. He's a legacy player. He's already got money. What does he need any more money like that for? I don't get it, to be fair. I mean, I'm glad that he's all about that life, in all fairness. I mean, that's one thing about maybe, like, I don't know, David Beckham, like, you could criticise, is that David Beckham does stuff sometimes just for the money, doesn't he? Let's be honest, though. He's like become an ambassador of the face of the Qatar World Cup, which, let's face it, it's a bit of a fucking dodgy setup, the whole thing of it. And he's like part of it, an ambassador, just for a shitload of cash. Nah, Bex, don't like that one, pal. just being honest, Would you see Ronaldo doing shit like that? I don't think so. Anyway. Right, anyway, let's get into the live chat, folks. It's Q&A time. Thank you, everybody, for getting in here with your thoughts and opinions. Hey there, William Davis. What's good, pig? Up from Florida. Great to see you in here from Flow Rider, my son. Welcome in. Adewale Adelaisi's loving it. Ronaldo wants United to sign players. Exactly, Ilya. That's what it could be about from Ronaldo's perspective also. So let's get into the chat. Do us a favor, again, guys, drop a like on this video if you're just joining us or you haven't done so yet. Smack the old subscribe button if it's your first time in the chat. Have your say in the chat now. We're going to have a Q&A for 10 minutes. We'll stick around, see what you legends are saying for yourselves. What's the score going to be tomorrow, says Joshua Whitfield. It is going to be 5-0 to United, mate. Need to offer him 200 a week, million more likes, says Dutch Christ. Don't forget the thumbs up, everyone. God bless us, Little Games. Thank you, Little Games. CR7 situation's frustrating, says Kingsley. It is, but what's more frustrating is Ronaldo coming to this club to play top level football and then, through no fault of his own, having to play in Europa League guff and then also having to do this sort of thing in order to convince the bloody board and the owners to buy players. That's what's really frustrating about this situation, isn't it? Oh, okay. Nice one, Vincent. You messaged me on Insta. Had a great holiday in North Yorkshire. Lovely, Vincent Bullet. Lovely. The weather's been absolutely mad, hasn't it, throughout the last couple of weeks in England. Wherever you go, it's been lovely. Gabe Moore says, I'm a bit worried last season we got outplayed by everyone, including bottom of the league, who have all upgraded their teams. Also, can Ten Hag improve that much with the same players? Yeah, definitely. Those players weren't playing for anything last season. They gave up and they had like an interim manager and they just didn't give a toss. It was actually a disgrace to watch. And we've also had 6 other players go out. I mean, there's a change and we've got a couple more coming in. Even with the same squad, though, yes, you could totally change a team just by having a new approach, new belief, new confidence, instilling the right standards. That's it. We need to increase the standards at Manchester United. And, of course, man management's hugely important. Don't play a player when they don't deserve to be played. That's the key. We're still coming for Anthony. I think so, Pascal Creamer, but just when he's recovered. 333 likes. Nice one, Vincent. Zayn Miassi with another super chat. Thank you, Zayn Miassi. He says, Guna Zaha hat-trick. Mate, thank you so much, Zayn Miassi, for getting in here raw, sir. You're feeling very confident at the moment, aren't you, Zayn? When was the last time you won anything, Zayn Miassi, my son? I'm not counting that FA Cup on Arteta's first season. That was just lucky. Man United Hodge, thank you so much for the $5 Aussie dollar super chat there from Dan Underbro. He says, hey, brother, so good to see we're doing deals now. Malacia and Martinez in now. Go get De Jong and Anthony for fuck's sake, Drongos. Mate, great shout there. Thank you so much, Man United Hodge, for getting in here raw from down underland. Let's get a cheeky little dollar dingo sign in there or something. Thank you very much. Yeah, finally, we're getting some deals done. Martinez is basically done now, guys. It really is. Reporters saying that it is done. I'm confident to say that we're going to get this deal announced at some point very soon. So I'm confident to say that because of all the different reports that have come out this evening to say that there's agreements in place now for everything, personal terms and fee between the clubs. There's nothing much that can hold this deal up, I don't think. Thank you, Man United Hodge. Dutch Christ says, with Anthony on the left, we can keep Jadon Sancho, the man on the right, bench right winger Trashford. Maybe Dutch Christ, yeah. I mean, I'm prepared to give him a chance to see if Ten Hag can bring him back. No more news on Eriksen Akinola. Not really, bud. No, the same situation. Just waiting to complete it. Sorry if I'm sweating my face off here, by the way. Because it's so hot, guys. I just realised my face is just glistening. You still want Anthony, says RJ. Me too. Would be a great signing, mate. Absolutely good signing. 60 or 70 million euros. Yeah, go sign Anthony, says Illy United. Absolute exactly. But there's other players to go and get, even if we can't get Anthony. I've actually spoken about this quite at length, so I'd hate to repeat myself, but I don't think the winger position is the most crucial for us to strengthen. I look at that midfield and that defence as us needing to improve more. Dumfries at right back, or a certain right back coming in to help us on that side of things. Maybe another midfielder. That's where I look at trying to improve things, because I just don't really like the idea of going to spend most of our remaining budget on a forward player when we've got Rashford, Martial, Elanga, Pellistri, Amad Diallo, Sancho, Garnacho. There is still a lot of options for us in those positions. We could probably straight for the midfield or the defence better. But hey, look, everybody's got their own opinions. We could do with a forward player to back up Ronaldo, that's for sure. Chris Koo, thank you for your super chat, man. He says, contribution towards Zane's straitjacket. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Chris Koo, for that one, my son. Actually, let's not get him a straitjacket, because then he won't be able to super chat. I'm just kidding. Barca told Frankie, get the fuck out and go to United. Exactly, Yeezy Murakami. Yeah, we basically discussed that. You just summed it up well. Done personal terms, done agreements, says Lucky Singh. Sue, come on. Yeah, no FIFA tonight, says Susan Lively Sue. Sorry, Adam Salah. Things will be back to normal very soon, though. Don't worry, guys. It'll be back to normal soon. Jonathan Gallagher says centre-back is #1 priority, plus 0 goals difference. Just as well tonight, really, because the game is on tomorrow early. If I'm going to be up early to watch the watch-along, I can't really do a late-night FIFA stream anyway, so just as well tonight. Michael Vine says, looks like Ericsson had a telephone medical to sign for Brentford. United wanted him to have a Bupa medical, says Michael. Jason says, North Yorkshire used to be Northumberland. North Yorkshire's lost. The Geordies are coming, says Jason Brown. You won't win nothing, says Mason Gaming. Andy says, Pig, couldn't Frankie just leave and then sue Barca at a later date for the deferred payments he's owed, so the whole wage thing doesn't really add up? I mean, I guess so, but also, should he have to do that, really? Shouldn't they just, we've just given him 10 million extra up front in order to settle up. Should he have to do that, really? Adam Salah, so the latest, I've already gone through the latest, but please do watch the video back. But really, the latest is just Martinez is now very much on the verge of being completed now. There you see everything is in place for Lisandro Martinez, including the fee and personal terms. Thank you, Lauren to Vlad, for subscribing. Thank you, Dijambu Dia and Seastone 1980 for hitting that subscribe button as well. Have your say in the chat. Welcome in, guys. What time is it? So it's at 11:05 a.m. I think that's what people have said. BST, so British summertime, 11:05 a.m. So we'll be back on here in just under 12 hours, dudes. We'll probably start about half an hour before the game, maybe 1:45. You know me. So, so we'll get in there tomorrow, you know. Any news on Diallo and Pellistri's future? No news about them being loaned out or anything at the moment. I think we kind of need to keep them around at the minute. United till I die, it's all good, mate. Zamiasi, thank you for another super chat. Dude, what's your issue, pal? He says he's a B-Tech Gabriel Heinzer. He's mate, hey, Gabriel, mate, that's nothing, that's no bad thing. Gabriel Heinzer was a beast, mate. Jesus was signing of the season. He's world class and plays for Brazil up front, says Zamiasi. If he was world class and he was truly the signing of the season, then I'm sorry to say, but Mr. Pepe Guardiola, as much as I like to say he's a baldy, that sort of stuff, he is a very astute person. If he thinks like he's better off getting rid of Jesus and going to get Haaland, I have to trust his judgment, which means that, hey, look, this guy is a good player, but he's not good enough for what they're trying to do, which is be one of the best around. What are Arsenal trying to do? Yeah, okay, they're trying to establish themselves as maybe just about trying to get into the top 4. Is he going to get you there? I doubt it, because he's an 8-goal-a-season man. But he is a good player, but he's just not a top player, which is why City didn't do anything other than try and push him out the door to get Haaland, bud. Let's be real here. He's a good option, but he's not a great option. Pep doesn't sell world-class players. Exactly, Rushmano, precisely. Jesus is brilliant, says Lucky Singh. He's all right. Pepsi Cola with no fizz, I calls him, says United till I die. Great shout there, bud. Zane, are you tied from Arsenal TV, says Gabe. Battle of the Baldies, Derby, Eric Ten Hag versus Pep, says Ezio. Jesus is an average player. He is shite, isn't he? Delusional Arsenal fan, says Kingslayer. Hey, thank you, Wolf, says, mate, that young Savage lad looks a prospect for you guys. Really does, doesn't he? Charlie Savage, yeah. I know, he had a very good performance the other day when he came on second half. I thought Zidane Iqbal looked good as well. Garnacho's one for the future. But also, Pellistri got himself a goal when he came on. Some of the youngsters did well in that game, didn't they? Pep sold Zlatan, who said, we didn't see Garnacho, though, did we, in that one, no. Can he score Arsenal a lot of goals? Zane, Jesus cannot part the top 4 tied, says Michael. They won't get in there, bud. Jesus is an unlucky Chicharito. Man, don't be doing Chicha dirty, man. I'd rather have Chicha, son. Chris Koo says, I appreciate you, Zane. You know what you're doing. Much love for the bands. Definitely, I appreciate him too, man. And he definitely knows what he's doing. You're right. He's a banter machine, this guy. Zane, thank you, brother, seriously, for all the super chats tonight. You're a lunatic. Finney McCrossan. What's going on? Big Dawson, lay you down. Doesn't give a tossing. Finney McCrossan. What's going on, mate? How you doing getting in here from the Welsh Valleys, butt? I hope you're good, Finney, mate. How you doing, my son? He says, Hey, what's going on, you long-time legend? Let's get a hashtag 16 months. Thank you very much, Finney, for always supporting this channel, mate. You're a legend. Jesus was only a 1 in 3 games goal scorer at City last year, Zane says, touch Christ. Zane probably thinks Bergkamp still plays for the Gunners. Look what he did next season at Inter, says Yeezy. Anthony will be a good addition to the team. Can't tell if we can land him. Yeah, it's going to be tough, mate. If we've got the budget and the wherewithal in a couple of weeks, maybe. Pep sells players that don't want to be there world class and not like Yaya Toure, for example, says Gary Bainbridge. I mean, you know, they've squeezed a lot out of those guys, in all fairness. The likes of, yeah, they let company lead too to go, you know, do what he did in Belgium. But let's face it, they got everything out of them first. Savulon, thank you so much for being a member of this channel for 22 months. Really, really appreciate you. It says, here we go. Savulon, thank you so much. Let's get a hashtag 22 in the live chat for Sar. Thank you so, so much indeed for being a supporter of this channel. Mad support for nearly 2 years, Savulon. And check out Savulon if you're into all sorts of games like Skyrim, RPGs, stuff like that. Savulon's got a great channel. Shout out Savulon. Thank you so much. Bell6991 says, Savage did the simple things very well, like Keane. Keep possession, short, positive passes. Absolutely, Bell691, well said. Colsey Chimoisey, thank you for subscribing. And L Happy Face as well. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button as well. Hey, Gungshi, what's going on, your hero? And Mikato, lots of legends getting in. Right, I'm just going to stick around for a couple more minutes, folks, and read a few more, you know, comments out. So have your final say. Do smash the like, do smash the subscribe and all that jazz and get yourself in there. Let's see what you guys got to say for yourselves. Oh, nice, yeah. And thank you once again to Rushmano for all the updates throughout the show, keeping us up to date live with the goings on as we do the show. 1 like away from 350. Sue, thank you, Rushmano. Says top show, Pig. Thank you so much, bud. Pig Haaland is better than Ronaldo, says Mason Gaming. Oh, Mason Gaming, put a sock in it, pal. I mean, for a start, Haaland, man, oh man, he's gonna have to do something to get anywhere near to holding a candle even for Cristiano Ronaldo throughout his career, bud. You're talking about somebody that's won fucking 5 Ballon d'Ors and 5 Champions Leagues and all the rest of it, bud. So, you know, sit down, mate. Sit down. It's very unlikely that anybody will surpass what Ronaldo's done in the game, let alone that Ghostbusters 2 painting knob. Josh Lee, thank you for the super chat, boss. He says, Martinez, get in there. Have that, Zane. Thank you so much, Josh. Yes, mate, we've stitched up the Gunners at Big Styly here. They were working on this guy this summer, and we've stolen them. It's fantastic. Thank you so much, Josh Lee, for getting in here, raw lad. Gary Finnegan says, with Martinez, we just don't have a centre-back who's left-footed, but we have a quick centre-back, precisely. Quick centre-back, good reader of the game, good left foot, great passer of the ball, versatile. I don't see the drawbacks. I agree with you. Gungshi, thank you so much, man. He says, congratulations on hitting level 30, and thanks for the gifts. Gungshi, thank you so much, mate. He's in reference to Pokemon Go there. Thank you so much, Gungshi, bloody legend. Thank you so much, bud. Yeah, appreciate you, man, sending me gifts all the time as well. What a lad. What a lad. You love every show, the pigs. Oh, thank you, United Till I Die. Bell says, Haaland will be lucky to get out of Ben White's pocket next season. Definitely, mate. Absolutely agree. Are you Zayn Miyasi in disguise, Bell? Haaland will be lucky to get out of Ben White's pocket. Love it. Love it. Great comment. Yeah, Illis says Haaland will be a flop in Taxi City, just like Jesus says United. Pep sold Eto'o as well. Look what he did next season after Inter. Oh, okay, well, maybe look, there's always a couple of outliers, isn't there, Yeezy? There is, but essentially here, would he let Jesus go if he thought that he could be the guy to fire them to the next title just as easy as Haaland can do it? No. Obviously, yeah, no, I mean, he would have kept it if that's the case, but he hasn't kept him because, let's face it, there's better forwards, there's better goal scorers out there than him, which is why he only got 8 goals last season. Yeah, Mikato, will you add me on Pokemon Go? Yeah, man, absolutely, bud. If you guys want to add me on Pokemon Go, then you can. I don't have my, oh, hang on, yeah, I can put the code in there, actually. Please do. I'll put it in there. Why not? If you want to add me up, please do. Jesus is in no Eto'o. That's a paid promotion from Zane. That's what I thought, to be honest, Bell. Thank you very much, Vincent says, no answer, Flying Pig. Subscribe to the channel so Pig will get a bigger Phil Jones attack. Thank you. 354 likes. Thank you so much there as well, Vincent, but I appreciate you. Cake Cadet with a £2 super chat. Thank you so much, Cake. He says, Arsenal are worse than shit. Oh man, that was a great comment by Rushmana that time. It lives on in the ages, mate, doesn't it? Thank you, Kate Cadet. Oh, thank you, United Till I Die. Hair toothache is really, really bad, mate. In all fairness, very bad indeed. Very, very bad indeed. So, add friend. Okay, guys, this is my. If you really want it, this is my trainer code for Pokemon Go, guys. If you want to send me some some gifts, you know what I'm saying. I'll put it in the live chat now. Uh, there it is. Okay, nice one. Okay, so City is the best team, or nah, shut up, Mason Gaming, you melt. Hey, Primot, thank you so much for that. He says, bang the like for the Don, top red piggy, best United fan channel around. Much love to you, Primot, you're absolute star man, long-time legend, hero of mine. Guys, we're going to have to wrap this video up, you know, it's so late, but I want to say thank you each and every one of you legends for subscribing to the show tonight. We've gone up a lot of subscribers throughout the show. Thank you to everyone for being subscribe to this channel for years or days or however long you have been. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for dropping a like on the video. Please do drop a like before you go. It's free. You might as well. Also hit the subscribe button. We're on here every day giving you the latest updates. We'll also be back on tomorrow morning for the watch along for the Melbourne game. We'll be on, you know, about half an hour before kickoff. So about 10:35 a.m. I'm going to set it up for then. So we'll see you about then, folks. Please do join us for that. Also, keep up to date with all the latest goings on. Tomorrow could be Martinez Day. Could be Ericsson Day soon as well. We could be getting Jong soon. So make sure you click the little bell icon so you don't miss a thing and you get notifications for when we post and go live. Thank you, Gamer Boy Yannick says share and like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the moderators in the chat. People like Gungshi, Vuti, Primot, Rushmano, of course, Jonathan Gallagher, etc. Thank you, everyone, for moderating the chat. Thank you to all the members of the channel. People like Chris Koo, Mason Gaming, Gungshi, United Till I Die, Daryl, Kieran Mallion, Philip Chapman, Bell691, Rushmano, all these legends who are members of the channel. Thank you to all the super chatters, people like Zay Miyasi, etc., who go in there absolutely ham. Thank you, everyone, for supporting the show. Thank you for getting your thoughts and opinions in, as always. Good night there, Malps. Good night, Bell. You guys can come back in a little bit and get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comment section and have your say. See you in the morning, Duncan. Thank you, Lucky Singh, Adeyole, Alulula as well. Thank you to you, Bud, Chris Parker, Andy Young, Jason Brown, Millie Rono. Yeah, that's right, Millie Rono. So Haaland decided that he will never touch a UCL trophy. Hey, get in there, exactly. Good night there, Gamer Boy Yannick, Rushmano, Hoopman, Susan, Gabe, and everybody else. Thank you all for tuning in. That's the end of the show. Do drop a little like on this video before you go. Hit the old subscribe button if you haven't done so as well. If you're new to the show, get your thoughts and opinions in after it's finished. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. And thank you, Andy Young, for being a member of the show for 2 months. Let's get a #2 in there. Get in there, my son. Thank you very much for being a member of this channel, Andy Young, you legend. Thank you, Bell, Daryl, Stevo, Rick, Lucky, Millie, Vincent, Josh, Illa, Philip, Gamer, Lucky Singh, Rushman, everybody else. Come back afterwards to have your say. Sorry if I missed any of you guys. Try to read as many comments out as possible. But if I did miss you, come back and get your comment in after the live chat, after the live show's finished. Thank you, Bell. Thank you, Ramsey Fernandez, Vuti, Philip, Chris Koo, and all the rest of you legends. That's it for the show. Get in there, my son. Progress made today on Frankie de Jong. Full agreement between the two clubs. Just in case now of agreeing personal terms. Still a bit of time there. Deferred wages need to be paid by Barca, etc., etc. But that one's progressing. Lisandro Martinez is done, guys. It's basically done. We're just waiting for confirmation of everything tomorrow. But updates from all the latest top-tier journalists suggest that the situation there with Lisandro is imminent and that he's going to join and that there's no issues with the agreement in the terms of the personal terms and also the amount of money between the two teams. Thank you, Ulf793, Makato, Daryl, Purplus, Hoopman, Susan, Kingslayer, everyone, and a Cake Cadet getting in with a late super chat just to finish things off. Thank you so much for the super sticker of the kitty cat saying bye-bye. And do check out Cake Cadet's channel, by the way. Everyone, he's a FIFA streamer, he's a top lad, he's a funny guy. I love a bit of cake, me. So do check out the Cake Cadet. You cannot miss him. Search that name up on YouTube. Give him a subscribe. He's a top lad. Thank you so much, Cake, for the support, bud. Have a great night, and everyone else as well. That's it for the show. See you tomorrow, folks. Come on, United. Finally, looks like maybe, not yet, but looks like finally we're sorting our bloody lives out. Cheers, Rick. Cheers, Vuti. Cheers, Vincent, and all the legends of the chat. Shout out to the Baker Brigade, the mightiest community in all of the land. And I'll be back tomorrow, give you the latest updates, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Also, no FIFA tonight. Sorry, guys. FIFA will be coming back soon, though. That is not going anywhere. It's just that we're having a bit of a break from it on the channel at the moment. Nice one, Daryl. Nice one, Cake, you legend. Thank you, Love United, Hate Glazers TV channel as well. Great to see you, bud. Chris Koo and everyone. Shout out to the Baker Brigade. Good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. you.